Okay, in this section, we call it reducing rational expressions, even though in the previous section we just focused on those exponents. We were also reducing rational expressions, except this time it's a polynomial with more than one term. Let's see, we got 4x plus 2y over 2x. And we want to try to reduce this down as much as we possibly can. So what we look at is, what can we factor in the numerator, what can we factor in the denominator, and then we just cancel out terms. The only thing in the numerator that we can pull out of that is a 2. So let's do that. We have 2x plus y over 2x. And as you can see here, we have a 2 in the numerator, 2 in the denominator, so those can be canceled out. So this doesn't reduce down too much. So we'll just say equals 2x plus y over x. Okay? Simple enough. Let's look at something that's a whole lot more complicated. Let's look at 3x cubed plus x squared times y over x squared y squared minus 2x y cubed. Okay, so we want to look at the numerator. I didn't leave much room really to work for this one. Look at the numerator. What can we factor out of there? In other words, what do we have over here in this term that's also in this term here? And it looks like we can, what can we do? We can pull an x out. That's about the only thing I see. You know, we can pull an x squared out. That's what we can pull out. We have 2 x's here, 3 here, so we can pull 2 of the x's out of the first, and that just leave that with 3x, and then plus y. Okay. Let's look down here at the denominator. We have 2 x's and 1 x, so we can at least pull out one of the x's. So we'll pull out one of the x's. What are we left with? An x y squared minus 2y cubed. Now we could pull out a y if you want. We could do that. But we're going to be left with, so we have 1x down here in the numerator, 2 up here in the denominator. Remember, you can always take that 1 in the denominator and bring it up into the numerator. And they do 2 minus 1, but so we end up with x times 3x plus y. And I guess if you wanted to, you could pull that y out also. Actually, you pull 2 of them out, couldn't you? Let's put a line all the way across. It's not going to really make much of a difference, but we could do that. That's going to make that an x minus 2y. I believe that's what's going to happen there. Let me look at something here real quick. I don't know how. Let's see. I pulled out 2 x's. Pulled out 2 x's. Okay. I guess it wasn't necessary to factor that y out, but we did anyway. All right, what else? We got another one here. Yeah, let's do one more. How's that? Let's do this one here, see if we can fit it on the screen. 5x squared y plus 50x times y. And that's all over something, 10xy, 10 times x times y. Okay. We have 5 and a 50, so we can factor a 5 out of there. We could also, what else could we do? I've run out of room. That's what's happened here. That is what's happened. I have run out of room. I'm going to try a trick and see if it works. I can't guarantee anything. We're going to find out. Let's see. Yes, it worked. It worked. Okay. All right, we had run out of room. Let's go ahead and write equals here. Whoops. Okay, so I'm going to pull, let's see, what do we have up here? We have a 5, we have a 50, so I'm going to pull 5 out. We have one x here and a y, so I'm going to pull out an x and a y. So 5, pulling out an x, pulling out a y, leaves us with one x, plus, so this is going to be 10, and we pulled out both that x's and the y's. Whoops. I pulled it out, but I didn't write it down, so I didn't really, I don't know what I did. Let me, okay. 5, and we factored out an x and a y. Okay. Something else is going on. If I pulled the y out of that first one, then I can't write that there. Oh my gosh. Buddy, hang in there now. Hang in. Hang in there. Okay. All right. We still have, what we have in the numerator is 10xy. All right. Now let's look. 5, right, goes into 10 two times. 5 goes into 10 two times. We have an x and a y in the bottom, so those are going to cancel out. And what are we left with? So the 5 canceled out, and the x and the y canceled out, so we're left with x plus 10 in the numerator over, I guess, just over 2. Yeah, that's it. Okay. We're going to leave it right there. We got quite a few more of these examples to go for this section, but we are slowly getting it worked out. I'll see you over at the website.